Oh, when the saints go marching in. 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 Oh, when the saints go marching in.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that run stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Shop working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
first down, they'll run. Running down the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Gronk, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. He was looking for Colston Loveland. And it's going to be second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying getting it to Colston Loveland. So they're left facing third and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Third down. Here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. Headed out right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. New Orleans has the offense set. And all right, Brock, here's first and 10. Let's go. Here's the handoff. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up second and 5.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Back-to-back carries here. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up second down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results. And those are the results he's looking for.
Throwing again on second down. Here's Shuck. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Bears get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down Bears.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He just throws this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Here's Williams again. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
From the gun on third, it's Williams. That's the first down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears tie this game 7-7.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Back to work after throwing the pick. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead on the first play of the drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bears 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Williams on the play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Finds the in route, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense to the line fast.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it sets up second down.
2nd and 10.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short pass brought in, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Finds his back complete. And our first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chuck on 3rd down. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
To throw, Shuck. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. Chased out to his right. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Complete over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Take off.
Gets it again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Saints take a 13-point lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partners.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears make it a one-score game in the 1st half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bears 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Shuck to throw. Catch made over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Hand off to the back. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the well again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
19.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. Gets some space around midfield. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 13-point lead. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Point effort from Smith is good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
There's 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Williams to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Saints are stopped a little inside the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Set. Back to 60. Back to 60. Let's go.
Shuck working from the gun. Gets him on the in route. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. DeCorian Bennett there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
15 yards.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A run here with Allen. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Brings up second.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Vegas!
They will go for it, Williams. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. From the 40-yard line now, and this is 1st and 10. Give to Allen on the draw. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Chuck's going to throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
46-yard line.
1st down, Williams. Sends this to the end zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane. Oh, past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Kool-Aid McKinstry. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Williams set to pass. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Williams will look to throw. Got a man. Loveland has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. And a good play into a great play.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Yes. Punch first.
Throwing again on 2nd. Williams hits his running back. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Delonte Taylor making a stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Volunteer! Slam left!
On 3rd down, here's Swift. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
Bears 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shuck now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Allen trying this straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On play action, here's Shuck. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. On the hands-off, Allen. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's good for
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
This is Allen on 2nd. He has room past the 25. Again, he's got room. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-possession game. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yes.
Williams from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here.
15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Williams with 3rd and long. Big gain downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Williams on 1st down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight. But if the defense wins this rep, he's limited to no gain on the carry.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll throw 3rd and long. The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is Allen on the give. This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Bears in the nickel, 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. It's on target to Johnson. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. I'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play action, Chuck. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. And goes to the hurry-up here.
A gain on the play of 58 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play.
We're down to one quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's going to be Bears football, and they face elimination. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Now Williams. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
We got Hornet!
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return, so that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Justin Simmons. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the opportunity.
It's rocked. That ball's free. And the Saints grab it. There he goes, right sideline. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 3-score game in the 4th. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is it on? Here we go. Yes. Tempo.
To throw is Williams. This one falls incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Jonas Sanker on the coverage.
Vegas. Yes. Punch first.
Williams set to pass. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yes. Tempo. Vegas. Yes.
1st down, Williams to throw. He finds Odunze downfield. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Trying it right side with Allen. This is all the way to the 13-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. So give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
A gain of 52 yards. 1st down.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. He will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Following the touchdown, Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
57. Bears 37.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
Number 84, Colston Loveland. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Williams. Escapes the pocket. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Williams. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yes. What's up?
Williams on the play action. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is caught inside the 15. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
And the Bears first down. First and 10.
Here's Williams again. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 7-yard pickup.
To the air yet again, Williams. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Alontae Taylor has it. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Here we go.
Rush coming for Shuck. Cut out left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. On the move, headed right. Well, right side, cut by Olave. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
It's a gain of 32. And the Saints 1st down.
They'll try it left with Allen. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 60.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll run here following the penalty. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Buys time, rolling right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bears take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tempo. Alone.
Williams to throw on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch. What is it? On. Vegas. Yes.
Out of the gun, here's Williams.